It is a tremendous zechus to be able to share with all of you just a few words before the advent of Rosh Hashana, the Yom Adin. And it's fascinating to see how this one day of Rosh Hashana, which are 2 days, which are really one day, have so many different identities. Rosh Hashana is a Yom Adin. It's a day of judgment. It's a day when we come before HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Kol Ba'ei Olam Ovrim Lefanav Kibnei Maron. There's judgment, which on one hand is anxiety-provoking, but yet there's tremendous simcha, there's tremendous joy. So many different facets and aspects to what unfolds and what occurs on this great, holy, and sanctified day. But the Baal HaTanya, the great tzaddik of Shnar Zalman Lavli Adi, says something so simple yet so profound. The Rebbe writes, and I quote, he says, Shebechol Shana, what happens on Rosh Hashana? What is the dynamic which occurs? And the Rebbe explains that in every single year, Misoreres ha'ara chadasha bebriya, there is a new light, a new energy which is created in this world. Shelo hisorra kimosa, nothing like it has ever existed. Velo tisorer dugmasa ba'asid, and nothing like it will ever occur in the future. What is the Baal HaTanya saying? You know, often we look at time as a continuum. There's a past, a present, and a future, and they're all linked, right? The present is a continuation of the past and ultimately paves the way for the future. But the Baal HaTanya says that's not really how the Yid looks at time. When Rosh Hashanah comes and there's a new year that's coming, there's a brand new unit. And that brand new unit is not really linked to that which came before it, and it's not linked to that which will come after it. It's true, retrospectively, we're able to look at time as a continuum. But in the present, the new year is a self-standing, almost like self-contained unit. There's a new year of 5785 Tafshin Pei Hey, and that new year is separate and distinct from Tafshin Pei Dalet 5784, and is not connected to Tafshin Pei Vav 5786. It's in its own island of time. And the Baal HaTanya says an island of time that doesn't resemble anything before it and doesn't resemble anything after it. It's its own standalone, self-contained calendrical unit. I was so inspired by this idea of the Baal HaTanya, because what the Baal HaTanya I think is really conveying is often we assume that the people we will be in the present is a reflection of the people who we were in the past. And ultimately, again, who I'm going to be in the future is a reflection of who I am in the present. And the Baal HaTanya says, comes Rosh Hashana. Just focus on what is. When I come to shul tonight and I usher in this new year, and with that, Baruch Hu es Hashem HaMevorach, the past is the past. And all that I'm living in right now is a year whose story is not yet written. My story, who's not yet written. The Baal HaTanya says, grab that. There's something brand new that has come into the world that never existed. It doesn't resemble anything before it. Doesn't resemble anything that will come after it. It's its own island of time, its own island of a year. And it is up to me to decide what I want my narrative to be in this new year. This is the gift of Rosh Hashana. You see, Rosh Hashana is not about tshuva. And that's why, interestingly enough, we don't really have slichas. Tshuva comes later on. Tshuva comes again after Rosh Hashana. Tzom Gidaya, Seres Mei Tshuva, Yom Kippur. But ultimately on Rosh Hashana itself, it's really just embracing the newness of the year ahead. And telling myself, whatever happened, happened. But now there's this brand new thing called Tafshin Pei Hey 5785. It's right in front of me. And I can make of it what I want. And how badly we need a new year. How badly we need a new year. This past year has been difficult. And it's been tremendously overwhelming. There has been so much bracha. But there has also been so much heartbreak and so much sadness and so much loss. On the last day of Tafshin Pei Dalet 5784, brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael were huddled together in bomb shelters after 181 ballistic missiles were launched from Iran, Yamach Shemam B'Zichram. This is how we're closing out the year. And a terror attack in Yaffo which claimed lives, which injured our brothers and sisters. It's overwhelming. There was the bracha and Tafshin Pei Dalet, of course, tremendous bracha. Beautiful achdus, beautiful unity. Even though maybe it's begun to fray a little bit, we could bring it back. And it's still so palpable and it's still there's so much bracha. But the truth is, There is a part of me that is just yearning for something new, something different. A year without loss. Maybe that's impossible, but I could dream. A year without bloodshed. Maybe that's impossible, but I could dream. A year of just besoros talvos klal Yisrael. Maybe that's impossible, but I could dream. A year for my people that just has simchas, and maybe it's impossible, but I could dream. And for myself, maybe a year without Hisorirus, and that's definitely impossible, but I could dream. And says the Balatanya, it's a new year, and it's divorced from what was, and it's divorced from what will be. It just is. It just is. And in these beautiful days of Rosh Hashana, I could close my eyes and open my heart, and I could dream about what I want and what I want to be and who I want to be and the life I want to create. But come on, how can you have that dream? Look at what last year was. I don't care about last year. And come on, you think you're going to have this beautiful year? You think you're going to be able to perpetuate it into next year, into 5786? I don't care about next year. I just care about now. Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving all of us, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving all of us the gift of a brand new year. What was, and what will be, I have no idea. But right now, this new year is coming. And I can make of it for myself what I want. And I can dream great dreams about what I'm going to accomplish. And have a beautiful personal vision. And daven for a beautiful vision for my nation, for my people. It's Tavshin Pei Hey. Tehei Shnas Pirsum Hanes. This should be a year of overt miracles. We've seen one already, 181 missiles. 181 missiles. 181 missiles. And the Yad Hashem protected us from every single one of them. The overt miracles are already occurring on the last day of this year. What we ask more than anything is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, make this a year of continued overt miracles. National miracles. Save us from catastrophe. Bring back our hostages. Allow our soldiers to be successful. B'chol ma'aseh yodehem. Personal miracles. I'm tired of being confined by the negative character traits or behaviors that shackle me to mediocrity. Help me shake it off. Help me become someone new. Help me become something new. I want my personal miracle. The personal miracle of transcendence. The personal miracle of self-actualization. I want that now. Let this be a year of national miracles. A year of overt personal miracles. And in that zechus, may this be the year of the greatest miracle of all. Tehishnas Pirsam HaNes, the Nes of Mashiach, the Nes of Geula, the Nes of Beis HaMikdash, the Nes of Kibbutz Galios, the Nes of all of Am Yisrael coming back to Eretz Yisrael. May this be the year in which we see that beautiful miracle. Tavshin Pei Hey is not the continuation of Tavshin Pei Daled, and it's not linked to Tavshin Pei Vav. Like the Balatanya says, Shebechol Shana misoreres ha'ara chadasha bebriya, Shalos Orara Kamosa. There is a new light that is coming tonight. A light like nothing before it, and a light like nothing after it. The beautiful light of the new year is coming. May we be Zochem Yirtzeh Hashem to bask in its radiance, see miracles for our people, and see miracles for ourselves in this year and for many years to come. Wishing everyone a Ksiva V'Chasima Tova.